Hello, students. Welcome to Bridge Academy Grade 9 Biology Unit 1 tutorials. Like and share for more videos. Unit 1, Introduction to Biology Lesson 2, Why do we study biology? In today's lesson, we're going to discuss why we need to study biology. So, students, we're going to be learning the importance of studying biology. So let's get started. So, students, you know that this world is full of living things, plants, animals, humans, bacteria, fungi, etc. But do you know there are millions of living things on this earth and new species are being discovered every day? Now, human beings have an inborn curiosity about the natural world that leads them to study about living organisms and their habitats. So now we can say that biology is the study of living things and their environment. Well, why do we need to study biology? Do we really need to study biology? And what will we get if we study biology? To answer these questions, in this lesson, we're going to discuss several reasons to explain why we need to study biology and how it affects us. Biology helps us understand how living things function. So let's start with the basic principle. We need to study biology because it helps us to understand how living things work, how their body functions, and how they interact with the environment. For example, it explains how our bodies work. Biology helps us know how to take care of our health and how to prevent diseases. It also shows us how plants grow and how animals survive in different habitats. This knowledge makes us appreciate the complexity and beauty of life on Earth. Also, it enables us to ask significant questions about how living things originate and evolve over time. To understand how life began on Earth and how different forms of life have changed and developed over millions of years, studying biology enables us to grasp these concepts. Furthermore, it provides us with essential knowledge for addressing global challenges like climate change and food security. By comprehending the workings of ecosystems and the interactions among living things, we can develop effective strategies for preserving biodiversity and managing natural resources sustainably. Ultimately, biology not only broadens our understanding of the world around us, but also equips us with the tools and knowledge necessary to make informed decisions about our health, the environment, and the future of our planet. Biology helps us improve agricultural practices. We should study biology because it helps us to produce more food to feed a large population. You know, the world's population is growing rapidly, and we need to find ways to produce more food for everyone. Biology helps us to grow more plants and raise more livestock, which means we need fewer farms to feed the same number of people. As a result, we can save a lot of land and other resources. We can grow plants faster and better using biotechnology, better seeds, and less water. Also, we can create disease-resistant crops using genetic engineering techniques so that crops can grow faster, bigger, and better even in bad weather. All of these approaches will require a good understanding of biology. Biology helps us control and prevent diseases. Biology helps us to understand the causes of diseases and develop treatments and vaccines for them. For example, we can prevent and cure many bacterial infections by learning how bacteria reproduce and cause diseases. We can also create vaccines for viruses by understanding their structure and life cycle. In addition, by studying biology, we can develop new drugs to combat drug-resistant bacteria and viruses, which can cause serious health problems worldwide. Not only this, but studying biology also helps us to maintain good health by teaching us about nutrition and exercise. Biology helps us understand how ecosystems function. So, when we talk about ecosystems, we mean all the living and non-living things in an area and how they interact with each other. Studying biology helps us to understand how ecosystems work. For example, we can learn how changes in one part of an ecosystem, such as the loss of a key species, can affect the rest of the system. This knowledge is critical for developing effective conservation plans and managing natural resources sustainably. Furthermore, by studying biology, we can gain insight into the complex interactions between living organisms and their environment. This understanding is essential for addressing pressing environmental challenges, such as climate change and habitat loss, and developing innovative solutions for a sustainable future. Moreover, studying biology allows us to appreciate the interconnectedness of all living things and the importance of preserving biodiversity for the health of our planet. By comprehending the delicate balance within ecosystems, we can make informed decisions to protect and restore the natural world for present and future generations. By studying biology, we can learn how to protect nature. Have you ever wondered how we can protect nature? Well, studying biology can help us in this regard. It helps us to understand the importance of preserving biodiversity and protecting endangered species. We can develop effective conservation plans by learning about the factors that threaten biodiversity and the impact of human activities on ecosystems. Furthermore, studying biology can help us to appreciate the beauty and complexity of nature and inspire us to take action to protect it. By understanding the delicate balance of ecosystems and the interconnectedness of all living things, we can make informed decisions to preserve biodiversity and promote sustainable practices. Additionally, biological studies can equip us with the knowledge and skills to monitor and assess the health of ecosystems, allowing us to identify areas that require attention and implement appropriate conservation measures. By investing in biological research and education, we can empower future generations to become stewards of the environment and ensure the preservation of our planet's rich biodiversity for all. By studying biology, we can investigate crimes. Biology is used in criminal investigations. DNA profiling, also known as DNA fingerprinting, is a technique used in forensic science to identify individuals based on their unique DNA. It has revolutionized the field of criminal justice by providing a powerful tool for solving crimes, identifying victims, and exonerating the innocent. In criminal trials, DNA evidence can be crucial in establishing the guilt or innocence of a suspect. By analyzing DNA samples collected from a crime scene, investigators can create a DNA profile that can be compared to the DNA profiles of potential suspects. If there is a match, it can provide strong evidence linking the suspect to the crime scene. Additionally, DNA profiling is also used in cases involving missing persons or unidentified bodies by comparing DNA samples from the scene to the DNA profiles of family members to attempt to establish a link. Overall, biology plays a significant role in forensics, enabling investigators to solve crimes, identify individuals, and bring perpetrators to justice. You know, biology is the most interesting subject because it is all about life and everything related to living organisms. Biology is an exciting field that constantly uncovers new knowledge and makes groundbreaking discoveries that can change our world for the better. Imagine the thrill of discovering a new species of plant or animal or uncovering the secrets of gene editing. Biology offers endless opportunities for exploration and discovery. Whether you're interested in the microscopic world of cells or the vast complexities of ecosystems, there is always something new to learn and explore. Furthermore, studying biology can open doors to a wide range of career opportunities in various fields such as healthcare, agriculture, conservation, and research. With a degree in biology, you can pursue a fulfilling career as a doctor, a biologist, a geneticist, or many other professions. The possibilities are endless, and don't forget that studying biology is not just about memorizing facts and figures. It's about developing a deeper understanding of the world around us and our place in it. It's about appreciating the beauty and complexity of life and the interconnectedness of all living things. So embrace the journey of learning biology and unlock the secrets of the amazing world that surrounds us. So let's quickly review the points discussed in this lesson. We have already learned that biology is the study of living things. It helps us to understand how living things function, how their body works, and how they interact with the environment. It also helps us to grow more plants and raise more livestock, which means we need fewer farms to feed the same number of people. We can prevent and cure many bacterial infections by learning how bacteria reproduce and cause diseases. We can also create vaccines for viruses by understanding their structure and life cycle. Biology helps us to understand the importance of preserving biodiversity and protecting endangered species. Biology is used in criminal investigations. By studying biology, we can develop effective conservation plans and manage natural resources sustainably. Okay, students, now let's look at some questions. Question 1. Why is biology important? Answer: biology is important because it helps us to understand how living things function, how their body works, and how they interact with the environment. Question 2. How does biology help us grow better crops? Answer: biology helps us grow better crops by providing knowledge about genetics and plant science, allowing us to develop new varieties that are more resistant to pests and diseases, grow faster, and have higher yields. Question 3. What are some ways biology helps us control and prevent diseases? Answer: biology helps us control and prevent diseases by teaching us about the causes of diseases and allowing us to develop treatments, vaccines, and new drugs. Well, guys, this brings us to the end of this lesson. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and learned something new. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next lessons. Goodbye.